Dawson's Rambles.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Ryder here with another Power Rangers News Lightning Collection update. Last night I talked about some of the potential Wave 3 figures based on found Walmart listings. They put it up in this weird, like, military code. Like, they're very overdramatic about it, like, come on, son. It's not like they're gonna be new Ranger teams or something we're not supposed to know about. Like, these are just existing. I mean, I guess it's something we're supposed to not know about, but we're not supposed to know about Trinity. Anyway, so like last night I talked about Wave 3, and within that there was 5 figures, even though there's supposed to be 4. So one of them is probably from Wave 4. Thanks, Scoob. We have enough to cover some of Wave 4 and 5. The only thing I can confirm, though, as of this video, is that these figures exist, and we're going to be getting more Lightning figures. As for their identity, this is still, like, you know, as they say, as the chefs say, take with a grain of salt. The translations of these codes might not be exactly correct. It's basically speculation, but there's a decent-ish chance that some of these could be correct. Some of them could be exact, some of them could be not. We could get a mixture of both. Waves 4 and 5 could end up being a combo of what I'm telling you about right now and something we didn't even know about, you know, from past Rangers. So here we go. Wave 4, or at least, you know, more of them were found, were MMPR Yellow, which we knew about from yesterday, or I told you about. Zeo Ranger 3 Blue. SPD Red, which originally was thought to be Samurai Red, but something made them change their minds in the translation offices of the fandom, I don't know. And Blaze from, almost said Power Busters, from Beast Morphers, well, Power Busters. And then Wave 5, there's some sort of mystery villain, like we don't know, they don't know, like they haven't, you know, you couldn't even just make something up out of the military language to figure out a villain to just put there for the listings. But anyway, so unknown, not the Pokemon, that would be weird. MMPR Blue, Time Force Red, and Ranger Slayer, because like the R and S military language is in there for Ranger Slayer, unless, like I said on the streets, it might be Ron Swanson. But so that is what we have so far. Who knows, by the time this goes up, we could find waves 6 through like 30 on Walmart.com. You never know. Like I said, some of this is speculation. You never know what exactly will come out of these. I think they sound interesting if these are the waves that are happening. I love the idea of Blaze. I really want the Blaze figure because I love the Dark Buster suit to death. And I really want a Lightning Collection figure of that, so I hope that one happens. MMPR Yellow, as with the other MMPRs, makes sense because I'm MMPR, because you might be able to get them casuals. Zeo Ranger 3 Blue seems weird. Not because I don't want to have all the teams, but it seems like they're largely going for, you know, Reds and 6th and some recognizable villains. Of course, you have some stuff like MMPR Pink and Yellow, potentially. But that's, again, Zong MMPR. And then the Beast Morphers, we started with potentially Blue for Wave 3. But again, that makes sense. They'd want to do the main team for now. Again, it's not that I don't think they'd ever do Blue, but I figured they would start with Red, although they could plan a multi-pack for him, so you never know with that. So Ranger Slayer, that makes sense. I feel like the two most speculated comic forms people assumed they would do early on or ever for retail would be Draken and Ranger Slayer, since they're the most recognizable. And again, you can kind of get that Zom MMPR nostalgia crowd if they're like collectors and they remember MMPR and they're like, oh, I don't remember this from the show, but it looks cool and it's MMPR, so I'm gonna buy it. Time Force Red, that's a neat one, I suppose. PD Red as well. I think those will be two cool ones and kind of fit more in with the Reds and 6th of what they were originally going for, because they kind of said that, you know, there's a chance we can get everybody eventually. But they basically said, you know, we're just doing kind of popular choices for now because there's a lot to cover, you know, so if we don't end up getting everybody or if it takes forever, I feel like it would just make more sense for displays to have more like Reds and 6th, like, I guess it's an OCD thing. Because you're like, here's a bunch of Reds and 6th, and then Zeo Ranger 3 Blue. I mean, one of the rumors for Wave 5 was MMPR Blue. And again, those ones just make more sense in my head, because Zomg MMPR. That's going to be the title of this video, is just Zomg MMPR. I think that's interesting. It's interesting to see, like, how far these are spread out, whether this is the first half of 2020, is this all of 2020? If this is 4 and 5, if 3 appears this year, I'm gonna assume they might be at least one more wave next year. I'm really holding out hope that Wave 3 appears by holiday this year because I want PR stuff to look for, but I think that would be kind of smart to have even more stuff to generate excitement during the holiday season. But regardless of, you know, when these waves come out amongst the rest of this year and next year, I have a strong feeling that's not all we're getting, because as we saw, they completely surprised us with Lightning Collection stuff. And then we had Goldar GameStop exclusive announced almost right away from early days. And then we had the surprise Psycho Rangers and the Psycho Lightning. Well, that is Psycho Lightning, but Psycho and Leo 2-pack, which we don't know exactly when that's releasing, but it exists. We had no idea it was happening. And not to mention the Green Ranger Putty Pack, which was one of the biggest surprises because they're like, here it is at the show, here it is at the store. And I'm like, wait, there's supposed to be more of a grace period. So, you know, regardless of how these come out, we'll definitely be getting more in exclusive forms and retailer exclusives and stuff like that. And I'm pretty excited actually about how much lighting stuff is coming out. Early on, based on Toy Fair, it seemed like it was going to be kind of tame and like they were going to test the waters. And they still are to a degree, but there's a lot more happening early on than I thought. So, as always, what do you guys think? If these are the waves we're getting to the exact, including the mystery figure, just being a mystery forever, are you excited for this lineup? Would you change it? What do you want to see in the future? Let me know. As always, it's always fun to see your guys' picks. Anyway, that's it for this one. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps, and ring that bell to notifications for all my videos so you can get more of this. The video, not me, perverts. Till next time, Dawson Ryder, signing out.